So I decided to make a video because I feel like I'm dying, and also I just took a shower, so the idea was that my hair was gonna look really nice, but it kind of looks, at this point I just accept it, you know. It's so strange because I was born with straight hair, but it just got curly during puberty. And my mom used to tell me this was because my white dad fed me too many french fries. Um, and it's like also weird because like when I was a kid, I used to look a lot more Asian, and now I get mistaken for like being like Hispanic or Filipino a lot. Okay, I realize those are Asian, and I realize I even just automatically did the Asian thing, which is like the three actual Asian countries are Korea, Japan, and China. And then like kind of putting the other ones lower on the hierarchy, which is total bullshit. And yeah, basically I'm dying right now. This past couple weeks, a few things have happened. One is my apartment caught on fire. Not my apartment, but the apartment on the top floor of my apartment caught on fire. And basically it got really smoky in my room, but I didn't like leave my room because I was finishing writing my memoir, and I was like, I need to finish this. Like I was almost done, like pages away. So I stayed in my room, but then the smoke got really thick. So then I basically like ran out of the apartment and saw that like people were freaking out, and they called the ambulance and the fire, whatever. So I left and I went to a coffee shop to finish writing my memoir while my apartment possibly caught on fire. I know I should have been concerned about maybe all my things, but the truth is I don't have that many things to be concerned about. I mean, I have a lot of things to be concerned about in my life, but not a lot of like things, because I'm an artist. Yeah, so I finished writing my memoir, and then the other traumatic thing that happened to me was many things. I got sick, which was good because it forced me to take a break after writing my memoir. I do want to take a minute here and like apologize for the rain. It's annoying, but atmospheric maybe. Yeah, so then I got really sick, and then somehow I got a job during that time, because whenever I stop freaking out about something, usually it works out, and when I freak out about it, it doesn't. Like the fire, because not all my things were like, the fire didn't touch my apartment. It did touch another girl's apartment who I met outside, and she showed me a picture of her apartment with a hole in the ceiling. So, and it was her birthday, so that was pretty awful. I did offer for her to sleep on my couch, but she said no. Like, I thought I had a bad birthday when I was 16 and my grandpa died, but I didn't have a fire burn through my ceiling and have to sleep in a room with that on my birthday. I don't know. That's kind of, I feel like, comparing apples to oranges, you know? They're not really that comparable, but they're both bad. I mean, but apples and oranges aren't bad. They're good. But I wouldn't know because I don't have enough money to eat fruit. And yeah, basically, I felt like my life was burning down at the same time as my apartment, but neither did. So that's good. This whole past year has kind of been like a house fire, triggered by a breakup, triggered by moving to LA, triggered by my just general life. But I also think it's important to focus on the good things, and there's been a lot of good things. Made some really cool friendships. I wrote a memoir. I actually like have gone back to simpler times all around, and am editing the novel that I wrote when I was 18, which I'm really happy with, even though it's a more simple concept. I think the characters are really strong. I think they leap off the page. And I'm actually gonna like finish editing that portion of that later today. I'm in New York City. I wound up in New York City, so that's amazing. I made a short film, got 5,000 views on YouTube, and I did improv, and worked on stage at one point. And yeah, lots of crazy stuff has been happening to me. And like, that's why I've been like, I renamed all my social media stuff like Crazy Girl. Is actually, yes, because my life is crazy, but not because like of me or because I think I'm crazy. It's mainly because I was called that a lot as a kid, just because I had crazy parents actually who couldn't handle their own craziness and put it on me. And so for me, in a way, it's like, and they did it like as a way to like put me down. But for me, it's a way to like reclaim that title and be like, yeah, I'm crazy, so who cares? You know, like I'm interesting, and I think that's what matters. And my life is interesting and not perfect, and who cares? Like it's interesting. That's what matters. And you know, at the very least, I need to monetize this. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be I'm not act I mean, I do want enough money to live in an apartment that doesn't catch on fire, but I don't need like a ton of money. I just want to live like a comfortable life with people I care about and to do my creative stuff really at the end of the day. And so because of that, I'm just, you know, allocating my time to the things that are really important to me, which is a little all over the place, but it's all, you know, it's all based around who I am and what I believe in. And at the end of the day, I do believe that I'm a storyteller at my core. So I just see this as all different parts of that and that part of my identity. And I know the house caught on fire, but I didn't die. At the end of the day, isn't that all that matters?